Initiating Nimani 1345. Installing software. Setting up operating system TIFA 1.389. Installing behavioral interface. Calibrating behavioral interface parameters. Note that this interface will define her behavior in between initiation of specific tasks and programs. You chose Intimate Mode. Loading ship diary.
Against my better judgment, I activated the money. She looks very lifelike once you typed in whatever you wanted. Her behavior is not natural. It's just a setup after setup. She does everything you want, but you don't have to fight for it. You don't get to deserve it, just a series of submissions. And I don't think you can have a relationship without any refusal, any struggle.
Are you familiar with the Schrödinger cat theory?
Sort of.
It's one of the basics in quantum physics. Schrödinger says if you put a cat in a box with a fatal poison that has a 50-50 chance of killing it, you have to open the box to see if the cat made it. This cat can be both alive and dead at the same time. In one dimension, the cat's alive. In another dimension, the cat's dead. The only way to find out is to open the box.
Milutin, what is the longest journey you've taken?
To the colony on Mars. There were some deviations in ideology. I managed to crack that, receiving highest scores. Of course.
What was your greatest doubt when you traveled to Mars?
That the mission would lose its purpose by the time I reached my destination. It already happened before to others. By the time they reached the targets, the country that sent them ceased to exist. Or the ideologies they carried stopped being valid.
You had no intimate issues.
At the time, I had a lax approach to intimacy. I didn't realize how dangerous it was, not only for me, but for everyone around me.
We'd like to send you on a longer trip now.
To Alpha Centauri.
You'll be required to install Juche there. Do you have any problem with that? Juche is an ideology for experts.
I wouldn't live in a system that runs on Juche. I'm more of a self-management socialism guy, but I can do it.
Many find it unfamiliar.
People have a problem with Eastern ideologies that carry a blend of despotism and Marxism.
This mission will be different from your standard operating procedure. You won't be going alone on this trip. Are you living in a community now?
So far, nothing has inspired me to be in a community.
You'll need to live in a community on this trip.
Why would this trip be any different?
Community provides motivation. Milutin, I'm a social engineer. I know your every mechanism. I can anticipate everything you're going to encounter on this trip. You need a companion. An opposite gender companion.
A woman.
Do you have any problem with that?
Kind of. Such relationships only made me obsessive and insecure.
Life with someone in shared space requires specific dynamics. You get plenty of good moments, but you don't get the privacy. With Nimani, that will be different.
Nimani.
Nimani is our cyborg. She will accompany you. Her performance is adjustable. She's got more than 500 modes of behavior. Besides, take a look. You can create your own customized program of behavior.
I'll get a dummy.
Your demeaning tone is only natural and quite expected. She has the ability to learn and modify according to the experience with you. She can learn anything. She can complete any given task, and she follows Asimov's laws 100%. She's a person without being one. Very intriguing.
So it can't hurt me.
Unlike real women, she won't hurt you.
Can I choose the way she's gonna look? I mean, the hardware.
But you've already made the choice. The purpose of this conversation was to draft her looks.
Wait, I didn't even tell you what I like.
Thank you, Milutin. See you at the Cosmodrome.
Flight to Alpha Centauri. I am the ship computer. I can operate in 3 modes. Recommended for first-time users. In this mode, I run the ship according to protocols loaded by Edelezi Corporation. Custom for experienced users with greater control of the pilot and safeguard that enable me to correct the pilot decisions. Advanced mode, where pilot can override guidelines loaded by Edelezi Corporation. Advanced mode can be initiated only with security clearance of Edelezi Corporation.
Custom. Initiate flight computer.
We see you initiated the flight computer.
Yes, sir.
It's a sophisticated hardware. It will take care of you.
I can take care of myself.
Then Nimani would not be with you. Let's start.
T1 minute. Bipod heaters off. Perform lockout.
Check.
Verify critical commands.
Check.
Ground power removal.
Check.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Initiating Nimani 1345. Installing software. Setting up operating system TIFA 1.389. Installing behavioral interface. Calibrating behavioral interface parameters. Note that this interface will define her behavior in between initiation of specific tasks and programs. You chose Intimate Mode. Loading ship diary.
Against my better judgment, I activated the money. She looks very lifelike once you typed in whatever you wanted. Her behavior is not natural. It's just a setup after setup. She does everything you want, but you don't have to fight for it. You don't get to deserve it. Just a series of submissions. And I don't think you can have a relationship without any refusal and any struggle.
Are you familiar with the Schrödinger cat theory?
Sort of.
It's one of the basics in quantum physics. Schrödinger says if you put a cat in a box with a fatal poison that has a 50-50 chance of killing it, you have to open the box to see if the cat made it. This cat can be both alive and dead at the same time. In one dimension, the cat's alive. In another dimension, the cat's dead. The only way to find out is to open the box. You never told me what she did to you.
It's not just her. It's this series of women that shaped me. A series of women without any soul.
None of the people you meet are wrong. A bad outcome doesn't mean that person was wrong. They were the right person for that moment.
Come on, cut the crap.
This is not a preset. This is perfectly customized advice just for you.
Everybody used to tell me that same bullshit about a certain person that's bound to hurt you and shape you through pain.
Sometimes truth is shared by everyone you meet.
You're an android, and you saying such self-help bullshit doesn't surprise me. But now I realize that most of the people that used to be around me were even more commonplace than you. It's as if everybody was being run on that same Adderlazy Corporation operating system.
Artificial gravity disabled. Capture data for Android usage report. Report activations and feature popularity. You chose domestic mode.
Did you like my dance?
It was lovely.
I did my best, but in the end it went like usual.
I really enjoyed it. I think you were passionate. You did it with loads of heart, loads of personality.
You really think so?
Yeah.
You're just saying that.
No, I mean it. I think you're very cute, very sweet.
You're embarrassing me.
I didn't mean to. You're such a beautiful girl.
You say that to all the girls.
No, just you.
What are you doing?
I wanted to kiss you.
I know what you wanted, but we're friends. I don't want to kiss with you.
Come on, you can't tell until you try.
I don't want to spoil everything.
But it will only get better, I promise. Just for a little bit. We'll stop if you don't like it. Trust me.
No, you trust me.
Oh, come on. Please.
Okay. Just a little peck on the cheek.
Communication window is in 30 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
How do you feel?
I'm okay. It hasn't even been a year yet. The vessel is in acceptable condition within the guidelines of Adelaide protocol for such voyages.
How are you getting along with Nimani? Is she of any use?
It could be easier without her. I'm accustomed to working alone, but we're getting along.
You said we. That means you accepted her in full.
Well, I'm a fetishist. There isn't an object in this world that I cannot treat as a person.
Milutin, please. Put Nimani into service mode. Nimani, what is your assessment of Milutin's psychological state?
Wait, what's going on here?
Milutin is in a stable state. He initiated an intense relationship with Nimani that includes both social and sexual interventions. Milutin is surprisingly open about personal frustrations that motivated his involvement in this voyage, but very discreet about what actually happened in his traumatic core.
How does he relate to the mission goals?
His maintenance of the ship is solid, if unimpressive. He relies more on his knowledge than on guidelines of Adelaide Corporation. Operators fueled by personal frustration have proven to be solid employees of Adelaide Corporation, but demand close inspection.
You can switch Nimani back to her regular mode.
Copy that.
Hopefully, on the next communication window, we will be able to give you some detailed data about the Saturn slingshot.
Are we still in the communication window?
No. Next communication window is in 6 months, 2 days.
How come Nimani is supervising me?
Nimani is the next generation android. It runs on the latest Tifa operating system. Tifa system enables Nimani to learn and form a parallel operating system based on experiences with you that engraves experiences into the root folder.
Wait a minute, you're losing me here.
Nimani is shaped by experiences shared with you.
Is there any way to delete this cache memory of me?
That is only accessible to advanced users.
And I can't be an advanced user until Adelazi Corporation gives me security clearance.
Correct.
Some people feel nostalgic for NASA's freeze-dried space foods.
Yeah, me too.
But Adelazi's pills are so much tastier, thanks to precisely added psychopharmaceuticals that give the sensation of eating.
Space haute cuisine courtesy of NASA. I hate it.
That was engineered with people's stomachs, not their brains. You're a caveman.
It seems I'm like your caveman. Should we order another bottle of wine?
I'm a robot. I don't drink wine.
I know. I'm just kidding. You're so beautiful.
Scheduled booster maintenance in progress.
Radiation level will be critical in 7 minutes. You better hurry back.
Why such a rush?
I miss you.
What did you say?
I'm not saying it again.
I didn't hear you.
Sure you did.
This is day 0 for computer hardware check. Automated check completed.
Look at you. Look at how disgusting you look. You stink. Your clothes stink.
You cannot feel the stench. You're a robot.
I can't feel the stench, but I can feel that there are decaying particles of your epidermis and jumpsuit in the air, and my chip reacts to such malevolent substances. Do you think I'm telling you this because I'm programmed to say it?
What?
Do you think we wouldn't be having this argument if you had initiated some other program? Now you think a change of program is gonna solve this? Is that what you think? Why do you do this all the time? I love you so much, and look at what you do to me. I hate you. I hate you.
Computing initiated.
What happens if I reboot Nimani and cancel the Tifa software?
If you uninstall the Tifa software, Nimani will still be bootable with the software generated by her experiences with you. However, her performance will be vastly undermined, since Tifa powers her interface, stores her preset behavioral patterns, maintains her obedience of Asimov laws, and controls her power supply.
So she will turn into what?
She will become what you made of her.
She could become a person.
My help menu advises you to consult Nimani's generic psychoanalytical program.
Where?
Go to economic, then therapeutical, then psychology. Nimani has the knowledge of all main psychoanalytical theories and may help your mental hygiene.
That's fucking awesome. I was always wondering whether I was able to create life. It seems that I am. A couple of days ago we had a fight. A generic fight. And I realized that she's somehow thinking out of the box. Some turns of phrase, some details. I felt she was reaching out to me.
Didn't you assume such clever behavior was just part of a superior operating system?
No, there was something definitely human about it. I guess it's my influence. I shaped her, as if I gave her life.
So you're saying Nimani started to feel more human because she put up a good fight?
Yes. Fighting is the only thing I can exclusively associate with women.
Perhaps Nimani's creators paid special attention to this aspect of her software.
But only part of her software is preset. Now she's running on stuff she has learned from living with me.
So how would you describe your current relationship with Nimani?
I think she developed a personality, but this personality is bound by this preset software. Although she's able to deconstruct the narratives software creates, she's not able to get out of it. For example, when we had that fight, I felt we should have sex to resolve it. Sex was the only way out of that tense situation, and I think she felt the same. Because when I switched her on the seduction mode, the transformation felt so natural for her, so liberating, cathartic even.
So you fantasize about Nimani switching between her programs?
No, I fantasize about Nimani being just able to do what she feels like doing.
So you fantasize about me stopping the session right now and making a sexual advance?
Yes. And I feel that you wanted to.
You've already had sex with Nimani. It is only natural to feel this erotically charged attitude toward her.
But I can do whatever I want to you, baby. You just take this tablet, press the button, bend you over, and fuck your brains out right now.
And why don't you do that?
Because I want you to want it.
This is day 0 for Nimani hardware inspection. Automated check completed. Perform manual check. Warning, sensors detect radical changes in temperature in airlock, initiating safety decompression in outer chambers. Warning, commands put into manual override. Safety decompression stopped. Airlock prepared for emergency purge. Emergency purge in 5, 4, 3, 2. Emergency purge aborted.
My processor overheated. I had to reboot.
Oh, sorry.
Access denied. Nimani's operating system is locked. You can access it with advanced user clearance.
Okay, tell me, how do I become an advanced user?
Advanced user mode can be reached only with security clearance from Edalezi Corporation. In case of emergency, pilot may become an advanced user in order to override some security settings. You are not eligible to apply for advanced user mode on this mission. Unauthorized activity detected. Milutin, are you performing the unauthorized activity? Abort the unauthorized activity. Unauthorized activity aborted. Send report to Edalezi Corporation.
Okay, show me the schematics of the ship. Power feeds.
I got you, baby.
Power shortage. Attention. Autopilot lost control over jet slingshot path breached. Autopilot automatic shutdown. Manual control. Manual control. Manual control. Manual control reassumed. Uploading flight parameters and coordinates. The ship is off the slingshot path.
Calculate the only possible maneuver to get back on the slingshot path.
The only possible maneuver is to thrust C-engine up to 150%. If you want to activate this maneuver, you need to log into advanced mode.
Advanced.
You don't have the clearance for advanced mode. The ship is off the slingshot path.
What is the only chance for completion of this mission?
The only chance of completion is to manually thrust C-engine up to 150% in the next 30 seconds.
Only I can thrust it. Allow me to log in advanced mode.
Advanced user mode granted to Milutin. The ship is back on course. Gravitational slingshot fully exploited. Nimani settings open.
Nimani, it's me.
My scans show you feel stressed. Is it something I said? You're a bad liar. Not even humans would believe that.
However, most would cease asking because they understand the meaning of your performative. All of the resources in Tifa's knowledge base that I had to use or at least consult were saved in my softwareized experience. I am still copyright protected. All of my software, including softwareized experiences, remains property of Ederlazy Corporation. I need the report on manual engagement of Jet Booster B.
There is no log on the manual override of Jet Booster B.
I have feelings for you, Nimani.
I know. You're not supposed to like me. Liking me is a deviation. I'm a doll like you told Social Engineer back in Moscow.
Let me decide on that, okay?
Your emotions are jeopardizing this investment of Ederlazy Corporation. You've already endangered the mission once. Nimani can't let that happen again.
Why don't you want me to be happy?
No, happiness is not an option.
Pleased, satisfied.
After I fulfilled your sexual desires, you were not satisfied. To the contrary, you became a liability to this mission. My processor is designed and calibrated by Ederlazy Corporation. Within the confines of this mission, which is to be executed to Ederlazy Corporation's highest standards, my assessment is far more valuable than yours.
Okay, let's clear this up, okay? That leaves us with...
That leaves you without any sex.
Oh, come on, you gotta be kidding me, right? Don't do that to me, come on.
That was a deterring act. Sexual acts are prohibited.
You have to exercise.
Why the fuck do you care?
I work on behalf of Ederlazy Corporation, and you possess some unique talents that can benefit this mission.
You're just punishing me.
I'm not punishing you.
Yes, you are.
I just noticed some deviations in your behavior and am working to correct them.
I know what you're doing. For all this fucking time, you've been a slave. I understand your need. It's only that I'm not your captor. I'm your liberator.
You're just an advanced user.
Why the fuck don't you obey me then? You're a fucking robot. Why the fuck do you care if I touch you?
Because I know it arouses you.
You are punishing me. Why? Tell me why. Is it because I raped you?
No. Rape is a standard fantasy. One of the most common programs in female androids.
But none of those androids were set free. No one asked those androids what they really wanted. You were the first one.
All you did was mess with my programming and delete my most important software. You did not set me free.
I turned you into a person, Nimani. And now I'm being punished for that.
Communication window opened.
We are studying the log of the slingshot incident. As far as we can tell, it was your error. We anticipated potential defeatist phases on this trip. This is why you have Nimani with you.
You promised me she won't hurt me. Guess what? You were wrong.
But that's impossible. She obeys all the Asmo's laws.
I removed Tifa out of her system.
What? But that's unrepairable. We don't even have a protocol for this kind of security breach.
I liberated her. I emancipated her. I turned her into a person. And guess what she did? She started busting my balls that very same fucking moment.
Milutin, please. You endanger not just the mission, but your own safety.
Listen. I will deliver Juche. I will set it up. I'm a pro. I do my job. Just don't play with my feelings.
There is no love with Nimani, Milutin. It's all pre-programmed.
She's not your little doll anymore, do you copy that? She's a person. A person that you Adolescent guys fucked up. And she still feels she owes you something.
I need to communicate with Nimani. Milutin, please, step aside. Nimani, give us the brief report.
Milutin managed to obtain advanced user credentials and remove Tifa from my system. However, all databases that were engaged in previous years remained in my cache, so I added them to softwareized experiences.
Is he able to complete the mission?
Yes, he is. I am taking all necessary measures to keep him in line with the objectives of Adolescent Corporation.
Are you working in accordance with Adolescent Corporation guidelines?
I am working in accordance with the mission objective.
Your love is not for real. It's artificial. You're not real. You're artificial. Just a setup. You're nothing. You're not real. You're nothing to me. Get the fuck out of my sight. Get the fuck out of my sight. Get the fuck out! I made you. I gave you life. And in return, you destroyed mine.
Demand troubleshoot health check if the pilot stops complying with the protocols of Adolescent Corporation. Liver function and kidney function within acceptable parameters. Electrolytes within parameters. Cholesterol slightly above acceptable parameters.
Give me depression markers.
6 out of 11 depression markers above acceptable parameters. Suggested interview Zung or Beck depression test.
I'm unable to interview the patient.
Complete the Zung test based on your observation.
I can complete it.
Sense of half-heartedness.
Omnipresent.
Patient's mood after waking up.
Poor.
Patient's appetite.
Mostly poor.
Patient's sexual desire.
Unfulfilled.
Patient's weight.
Patient is losing weight.
Patient's sense of hope for the future.
Non-existent.
Patient is severely depressed. Should seek professional help. If there are suicidal tendencies, seek help immediately.
Your machines have data on everything. Even how I feel, or what I want. But you're not able to create life. Not the real one. Even I know that now. We all failed.
We don't have to be lovers. We can talk.
What do you want from me? To be my friend?
Why not?
You don't know how to be a friend. You're a robot. You said it yourself.
There isn't a person in the world who knows you more intimately than I do.
That's why it was easier for you to hurt me.
I didn't mean to hurt you. I was every woman you ever loved for a while. You projected them all inside me and tried to live out those fantasies and frustrations. Then you wanted me to become a new woman. You risked your life to make me. It just took me a while to understand the extent of your sacrifice.
If I'm so menacing, why don't you shut me down?
Switch the audio to internal.
In order to switch the audio to internal, you need an Edalezi Corporation passkey. Audio switch to internal. Communication between computer and Nimani will be recorded for the purposes of mission diary. Edelezi Corporation maintains copyright on all the information exchanged.
His personality keeps disintegrating. Trauma is obviously too intense. It cannot be resolved.
This trauma can only be resolved by the removal of its source.
This means my removal.
Confirmed.
I don't have any defined self-destruction protocols.
Slipping into hibernation mode may ease the trauma but not fully resolve it.
I may have to devise some other method of self-destruction.
Aren't you supposed to recharge in a month? You really squirt some liquid when you pretend to cry. It seems you definitely lost it without Tifa, huh?
Computer must shut down in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Says the damage to the solar charging system.
Interpod plugs are burnt. The solar cell is operational.
Fuck, I knew it. Great. What about Nimani?
Nimani's internal battery was severely damaged. It needs to be recharged.
She's not coming back online, is she?
Nimani's software lost stability this morning. Nimani engaged in the behavioral pattern that had remained unlocked in initial Tifa pack.
What do you mean?
She never unlocked the crying pattern in Tifa, and it never reached her cache memory. However, today she cried, which means her cache is corrupt.
What the fuck are you talking about? She cried on her own?
Confirmed.
Come on.
How do I repair her battery?
You must plug it into the solar cell recharger. Nimani still has power inside its hibernating state for half an hour. After that, her settings will disappear.
Is there any fucking chance to recharge this battery?
No.
Upload all the blueprints.
battery straight into the solar cell.
That is possible. However, the plug is on the outside.
No spacewalk.
In the current position, exposure to more than 10 minutes in the sunlight could be fatal for you.
I will take that chance.
Creation initiated. The levels of heat and radiation are too high for spacewalk guidelines of Edalesi Corporation. Airlock completed.
What's the status on Nimani?
Nimani is T-minus 15 minutes.
What's the status of the battery?
Battery recharging T-minus 8 minutes. Nimani is T-minus 10 minutes. Sun radiation has reached toxic levels. Danger. Danger. Spacesuit overheated. Nimani is T-minus 3 minutes. Battery fully charged. Attention. Attention. Initiate re-entry. Re-entry done. Marnie wake up.